Hello, Colonel fans. Mike Wagon. I'm here for Colonel's All Access alongside the head coach of the Nichols soccer team, Dylan Harrison, whose club fell 2-1 to Lamar here this afternoon. This team has some things to battle through right now.
Yeah, I mean we're right there, and we have the ability to go ahead and work ourselves out of it. And it's just finding a way how we're going to do it. And even today, we just gave them a little too much too early, and like we said, with good teams, they're going to take advantage of it. Found a way to kind of get back in the game at the second half, and now we just got to go ahead and do it for a full 90. So.
All the early season success, has that played a little part in the first half complacency over the last couple of matches? Do you think maybe your players think it's just going to come and it'll all just fall into place?
No, we can't just chalk it up to that. Just like any season, there's doldrums in it, and the highs and the lows, and I think you have to factor in that as well. Knowing that we just had one game this weekend, kind of looking for that break. I'm sure their classes are in with the tests right now. I know a lot of our players had tests this week, and so it's a combination. You're not talking about professional athletes where all they have to worry about is the playing and the winning and anything like that. We have a whole another dynamic that we're dealing with in terms of being 18 to 22-year-old students, and so just dealing with that. And I would say there's even some concern for their friends, the friends that they've been playing with. We had one girl in surgery today before the match and everything, and so they're worried about them as well. And so we just got to find a way to kind of, like you said, come out on the other side and put it in, because we can get through it, no problem.
You talk about players out in surgery right now. At least 4 starters that I counted that were out of this match today, and certainly, you don't want to use it as an excuse, but it's there. It's reality. When you have almost half your roster out due to injury, it's going to play a factor.
It's not an excuse, though, and we saw it in the second half. We have the players who are capable, and every player that played in this game probably was even a starter in the past, and that's the good thing about it, kind of where we are. Now it's just, like you said, not making excuses, and I don't think that's necessarily the case. Our team dynamic has changed a little bit. We're not the exact same team, but that doesn't mean we're not a quality team. So we just got to refine ourselves and get back at it. So
you're not the exact same team. What has changed now? How has that dynamic changed?
Well, just a few different things, nothing big. I think maybe the physicality of a few of our players is a little bit different, but that just means that we're going to have to control the ball even more. And like I said, when we finally kind of got a hang of it today, you notice that the game opened up a little bit and created more chances.
I think we act sometimes the world's going to fall apart with 2 losses. It's been 1 week since you had an undefeated season going, so all is certainly and not even close to being lost at this point. There's plenty of soccer left to be played, and plenty of wins left to be had at this point.
Yeah, and that's our mentality. It does feel like we're really struggling just because we lost 2 games, and it's not a bad mentality. It's not a bad mentality because we know that that's going to help us in the long run, and at the same time, we just got to get back at it, recognize it for what it is. It is 2 losses, big picture stuff. Just got to keep picking up those conference results, and the great part about it is everything's still in our control, and we'll come back at it. Find a way to make it happen, just like we did early. So we know we can do it.
Couldn't have been a better time for a bye weekend coming up here with no match on Sunday.
Yes, but we still have this little tropical storm that we have to deal with. So I don't know how relaxing it's going to be, especially for our out-of-state players. But we'll take care of them. They'll be looked after, and hopefully, if anything, it'll cause them to stay inside and relax and put their feet up and get caught up with some studies and maybe a movie here or there.
Maybe no time to relax, but time to heal.
Yeah, and that's physically, emotionally, just we need it. It is coming at the right time, and I look forward to seeing us back once we finally get it settled and come back out. So.
All right, well, I'm feeling a few drops right now, so let's get out of here. The head coach of the Colonels, Dylan Harrison, his team falling to Lamar by a final of 2-1. They'll have Sunday off and get back at it again next weekend. We'll talk to you next time on Colonels All Access.